Okay, so this is how I'm supposed to train my trainee. Let's give it a shot then. Okay, so I need to do this and do this. Oh, my trainee is low in energy. Let me do this instead of resting. I hope I can win the finale this time, or maybe win the Gemini Cup or something.
20 minutes later.
I regret wasting my fucking life on this. So, you read the title of this video, or if somehow the 20-second thumbnail I made in Photoshop somehow caught your attention and it's not cock-blocked by the algorithm, I'm here to talk about the different ways of training. See, a lot of new players, not surprised if there is, are kind of clueless on the mechanics in the game. What are sparks? What are cards? What the hell is an infection bonus? What do any of these races mean? Which horse do I want to be at the bottom of? Ignore the last one. When you start your career run, you always go for the all-rounder training. Get high enough stats, get good skills, and get the W. But since you touch the game, there is a high chance you are in touch with the community. And scrolling through the community, you are now wondering what the fuck are these trainers feeding their trainings. So, you try this career over, and over, and over, and over again. And despite that, the rates are still not going any higher. But a little shocking thing I can tell you right now, when you progress a career, you're probably using the same cards, the same legacies, and the same method. But what if I tell you, there are free ways of training? See, in the JP server, they're bound to get a feature where it gives you an option to pick one of these free trainees AIs to help you in your run. Disclaimer from editor Sancton here. Apparently the feature is already out. This only applies to a new run called Grandmaster, but you can still apply these methods in your run. And we're going through each of them. Control training, aka a term I literally just made up, means an all-rounding training. It's focused on winning the career runs and balancing out the strengths and flaws of your Uma. The whole point of this training is to make sure not a single thing is lacking. It's like getting average on almost everything to guarantee a winning chance. You're not only training to get the required stats needed for the requirement of the race you're running, but also getting skills to get a higher chance that your Uma doesn't fail. Due to this training, you are most likely going to win every career race, but of course, there are some drawbacks to this training style. And that being, this training style is extremely spot and support card reliant. If you want to get good ratings, since you are minimizing all your weaknesses and getting a balanced ranking like whatever the fuck is going on in the JP server, it requires at least a 9-star blue spot and a miracle to achieve that extreme balance in order to get a higher B+ rating or A. But unless you're in JP, that is not happening anytime soon, because let's be honest, our cards and resources are terrible if you're a free to play. So if you want to have a higher win rate and you are, by chance, a pay to win player, then this is the training style for you. Min-maxing. This is not a term I made up this time, and there is a chance some of you who are still struggling Umamusume had tried this once.
6 speed cut Sakura Pop Shields!
The way how this method works is essentially focusing on 1 or 2 stats more than others. You normally want to use this training method if you want to get a chance to get high stats and possibly get A. However, if that's the case, you need 9-star spots, or else it's near impossible, let's be fucking honest. Since you're focusing on 1 stat, you normally bring 4 speed cards because speed is an important stat to upgrade. You also bring other cards that complements your trainee's training bonus. What this means, the result of your trainee relies completely on the stats that you specifically choose to upgrade. And unlike control training, there are some flaws on your trainee, like low stamina, low power, or fucking low guts. Since your trainee specifically uses the only 1 or 2 stats to progress, which means if you lack stamina, you're going to fall back, lack power, then you get block, lack wits, then no skills activate, and you get late starts and rush more often. Shut up, you're fucking useless. And if you receive any, and I mean any of the negative effects, your min max run is officially gone and turns to a spark farm. Cause even though it's just one turn, you have effectively need to get rid of the negative effect. And to some people, it might not just be one turn. Skill training. This one is the complete opposite of min-maxing, because instead of focusing on stats, you are focusing to achieve as much skills, skill hints, and skill points as possible to get a lot of skills, obviously. And typically during training, their wits are most likely on like S or something. For this strat, there's only two reasons on why would you even bother to do this. One, you're doing this as a meme strat. Two, you're a PvPer. And for the latter half, I feel like your training license needs to be revoked. The most obvious and only example I can give is nice nature. You've seen it, it's basically everywhere, and it's a running joke in the Umamusume community.
Fall.
Since her potential skills are mostly debuffers, aka red skills, most people just build her like that, a debuffer. And funny enough, the only cost of this strat is the requirement of cards that have a lot of red skills, like Raishao's stamina card. Which, by the way, I think you remember how to get set support cards. Fucking gambling. And for the other reason on doing this strat, which is the meme strat, has the same requirement, but it just depends on which one of the free colors you want to max out on. And that's about it for the training methods. See which one fits you the most, but since this entire game is a gamble, I highly advise you to try to have a fun in the game. Anyways, like and subscribe, and bye.